Welcome back everyone, the Remix Cup is finally here in the Great League. Let's take a look at the team I used today to go 5-0. As you know, the most popular Pokemon have been banned, and this has led to a whole new meta. So in the lead I have Defense Deoxys running Counter Rock Slide Psycho Boost, my switch is Cresselia, Psycho Cut Grass Knot Moonblast, and my closer is Bastiodon. As you are probably seeing right now, this is an ABA team, which means that my lead Pokemon and one of my Pokemon in the back share the same weaknesses. Defense Deoxys and Cresselia, both being psychic types, would share the same weaknesses, but they are so versatile and have very good coverage. Both are very bulky. The three of these Pokemon are very bulky, and I think all of that really helps this team. Let's look at the matches here. As on the right, I put up my the IVs of each of my Pokemon. Regirock, what a spicy pick! Not a problem for Defense Deoxys. I'll just talk about the IVs on the right there a little bit. My Bastiodon is not XL. It is only powered up to level 40 or 41, I think. It is actually the first Bastiodon I ever powered up for the Great League a long time ago. Because it is lucky, I saved a lot of Stardust on it, and I just decided to use this one here to test out this team. None of these Pokemon actually are very good IVs. The Cresselia, with a Great League Cresselia, you just have to take whatever IVs you get actually, and the same goes for Defense Deoxys, as you'll see. But that's okay. Like I said, all three of these Pokemon are really bulky. They have really good stats, and it really helps the team. So I don't know if you noticed, but I made a really bad switch in there. When they switched to their Mandibuzz, I brought in my Cresselia, when I should have just brought in my Bastiodon and walled it. But it's still going to work out. This Golbat will take me out, but I can bring back in the Bastiodon here and just farm it down. Shadow Ball isn't doing anything, and what do they have left in the back? Their Regirock, and I have 2 shields, so it's not a problem for me. I know this probably runs Earthquake, I think. I'm not sure. That was a Stone Edge, and yeah, Focus Blast. Focus Blast would have taken me out. A good thing I had an extra shield there. So on the right, you'll see the rankings of each Pokemon on the PV Poke. Check it out as I go into the commentary for this match here. A good lead for me. They switch into their Deoxys, and I switch into my Cresselia, which is a good counter for Deoxys, I think. Defense Deoxys doesn't have any super effective moves against Cresselia. It can only do neutral with Rock Slide, or if it has Thunderbolt. A Psycho Boost is resisted. Cresselia is really tanky. It can tank all of those neutral moves while doing heavy neutral damage with Moonblast, with a chance of debuffing the opponent's attack. So I do manage to get to this last Grass Knot here to take it out and win the switch advantage. Both of us still have 2 shields. So what do they bring out? A Bastiodon. They bring back in the Bastiodon, which they had in the lead. Unfortunately, not unable to get to the Grass Knot, but I can line it up now with my Defense Deoxys and slowly chip away its HP with the super effective damage from counter. Even though I don't have stab and no super effective charge moves, Defense Deoxys slowly chips away at Bastiodon. Now I switched there because I had to take into account that I did not know what they had in the back. They could have had a counter user in the back, which would have been bad for my Bastiodon. So I switched into my Bastiodon to, as it will, let them show me what they had in the back. Fortunately, it is a Shadow Victory Bell, which obviously kind of stand up to Bastiodon. And all I have to do is let this go, bring back in my Deoxys, which still has a shield, and counter this thing down, and they give up. So let's go, third match here. So far I've been having good matchups. This is a good matchup here. And what I like to do is go straight for the Psycho Boost, which will take them out before they get to a charge move. They shield, so I'll shield as well. No harm in that. And I can charge up to 2 more Psycho Boosts in a row, but they switch and they give me a wonderful situation here. Any situation where where I can bring in my Bastiodon onto a switch like this, where I don't have to use any shields, I do not have to use any charged moves, is really good. It really helps me win the game, because at the end of this matchup here, I will have almost 2 charge moves saved up, which basically negates whatever good counter they have waiting for my Bastiodon in the back. So you see I'm able to chip some damage on that Toxicroak, snipe a Psycho Boost onto them, and get a shield. So most likely this Jellicent will take out my Defense Deoxys, so I have to think about what I have in the back to face that Toxicroak. And my Cresselia will be able to handle it, because their Toxicroak I think only has about quarter life left. Now this Jellicent has a lot of energy saved up, so I will bring back in my Bastiodon so that they have, and force them to use some of that energy. Down it goes, and I really don't know how they got to this Shadow Ball so quickly, but that's okay. I have a shield. And look at this. What a good play by them. They catch that Grass Knot on their Toxicroak before I could get it onto the Jellicent. So what I have to do here is undercharge just the right amount to be able to Psycho Cut down the Toxicroak before it uses a charge move, so that I have a Grass Knot ready to go, because I'm sure they will like 1 hex away from another Shadow Ball. Really enjoying the new meta here. Another good lead for me, Defense Deoxys into Medicham. Once again they bring out a Charmer, a Fairy type, and all I have to do is bring in this Bastiodon. I do not have to use any shields or any charged moves. I can just smack this Wigglytuff down using fast moves. And this is also good because being down to the red, I'm not giving them any chance to farm down with their Medicham, and they know that, and they know I have almost 2 charge moves ready to go, so they bring in their Bastiodon so that I can waste some of that energy there. But it's okay. I switch into my Defense Deoxys so that their Bastiodon will not farm down a lot of energy on mine. And I successfully get a shield there with a rock slide, and now I can just go straight Psycho Boosts. And they're not shielding it. They don't want to give up that last shield, which is good, because these Psycho Boosts are do some heavy neutral damage on that Medicham. And it's down to the red. I can switch into my Cresselia. They insta swap as well into Bastiodon. Now my Grass Knot will only do neutral damage, but that's okay. I can do a decent amount of chip damage with this Cresselia onto Bastiodon, so it's not as bad a matchup as you may think. Like I said before at the start, the versatility of these Pokemon, the coverage they offer, is really a big help to the team. I still have 1 shield left, they have none. I bring back in the Bastiodon and I'm able to get this Flamethrower off onto the Medicham, which goes down instantly. I should have just swapped into my Defense Deoxys there and prevent them from getting that extra farm, but it really didn't make a difference there. And here we go into the last match here. What a spicy pick by my opponent, the Escavalier. And once again they get hard countered by my Bastiodon here. So as this match winds up, Let me just say that the meta has just begun. It is not guaranteed to stay as it is, so I may not continue using this team, or I may, depending. It all depends on how the meta goes. So I hope this video gave you a little more information about how the meta in the Remix Cup looks like right now. I know this is a very expensive team, but hopefully you can take some tips from it. Use some part of it, or maybe the whole thing if you have the resources, and adapt to this new meta that we're now experiencing here in the exciting Remix Cup. So stay tuned for more videos, like and subscribe, and see you soon.